Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Penn State's offense will get first crack at it today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play...
Oh, he's going to go up top. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air. It's Aller. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
What the hell?
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear.
Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off.
The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion.
Makes the grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. That's great.
Got enough space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Jacksonville State's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play?
Breaks into the open. Boom. Smashes through the tackle.
Wow.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. We'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Pocket breaking down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Turning it on! Slippery slide! Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Penn. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Allard. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't
That was like a
on the big
nonchalant.
play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And this
Almost got
offense
around
is
him.
feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Allen. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Okay.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Under fire.
I was about to say. Right by him.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going for the big play. They dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Bounce right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win.
Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll go to the toss. Picks up the first down. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oh, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Gets it out quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got his man. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
to the air on first down. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rush is on him. Had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Recksteiner. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
And first down for the offense.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Recksteiner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Recksteiner. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5.
God.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's Aller. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down.
Shit, okay.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left.
Come on.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Aller. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Skips away from pressure. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Jacksonville State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. You guys will see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy hit. Hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Rides to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Unloads it left. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving.
Oh, man.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Got enough for the first. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room, it's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play to put an exclamation
exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost...
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Penn State 63, Jacksonville State 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And first down for the offense.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0.